Wall Street is the only place on earth where a guy with 3 PhDs and a guy who genuinely believes the moon landing was filmed by Spielberg can sit at the exact same table, and neither one of them knows what happens next. That's not a joke. That's just Tuesday on Wall Street. Today, we're breaking down the 6 types of investors running the show in 2026. And trust me, you already know every single one of these people. Let's go.
This guy didn't just read The Intelligent Investor. He laminated it. He owns khakis and 4 different shades of beige. He drinks his coffee at room temperature, by choice. And his idea of a wild Saturday night is cross-referencing a company's annual report from 1987. He will not stop talking about moats at brunch, at the gym, at his cousin's wedding. Moats. He'll spend 6 months analyzing one single stock, build a 47-tab spreadsheet, calculate intrinsic value down to the 3rd decimal point. And then you ask him, "So, what's your return this year?" And he says, "I actually invest for the long term." Translation: he's been underperforming the market since the 2nd Bush administration, and he has rebranded losing as patience.
Every single morning, 4:47 a.m. Cold plunge? Check. David Goggins' podcast? Check. 15 minutes of what he calls meditation, but is really just him sitting in silence, fantasizing about owning a Bloomberg terminal. His portfolio has 3 meme stocks, a Forex course he never finished, and a Robinhood account that looks like a heart attack on a graph. He doesn't have a job. He has income streams. Sports betting, crypto, charging $25 at the door to a party he's throwing in an apartment he cannot afford. He calls himself an entrepreneur. His LinkedIn says founder, investor, visionary. His mom says, please just apply somewhere. He genuinely believes the best investment is in yourself, which sounds beautiful, except he's been saying that for 3 years, and the only thing he's actually invested in is a $400 standing desk and a ring light.
This man does not look at stocks. He reads them like they are scripture, like the universe is speaking directly to him through candlestick patterns, and he is the only one who speaks the language. He's got 8 monitors, minimum. He sees a bull flag in his morning coffee. He saw a head and shoulders pattern in his shower tiles. He once canceled a date because the RSI was at a critical level. He does not care what a company actually does. Doesn't matter if they make semiconductors or sell artisanal mayonnaise. Fundamentals are noise, brother. Only the chart is truth. And when you dare question his methodology, when you suggest that drawing lines on a graph might not be a complete investment strategy, he looks at you like you just insulted his entire bloodline. You just don't understand price action, sir. You have been staring at a squiggly line for 11 hours. He turned $400 into $13,000. And then, with the precision of a man truly committed to the bit, back into zero. He doesn't call it a loss. He calls it a learning experience. He owns 14 NFTs of pixelated penguins worth collectively less than a Chipotle burrito. He lives in a van, not because he's broke, please. He's off-grid. He's free. He's sovereign. He uses his mom's Venmo. He hasn't filed taxes since 2021 because, and I quote, the blockchain is borderless. He spends 8 hours a day arguing about decentralized finance with 17-year-olds and 3 bots. His last big move was a coin called Fartcoin. I am not making that up. It launched, it mooned, it crashed. And this man lost his emergency fund to a coin named after flatulence. And he still defends it. The tech was actually solid, bro. Brother, it was called Fartcoin.
He worships Roaring Kitty. Not respects, not admires, worships. His entire diet is Monster Energy and Hot Pockets. He has not seen direct sunlight since GameStop peaked in 2021, and he considers that a completely reasonable trade-off. He thinks Warren Buffett is a coward. A 40% portfolio loss? Just consolidation. Wiped out on weekly options for the 4th time this year? Market manipulation, obviously. He has a Roth IRA, the same way I have a pilot's license. Technically, the account exists, but nothing good is happening inside it. His wealth-building strategy is going all in on zero-day options, losing everything, and then posting back to zero, let's run it back at 2 a.m. to the approval of 800 broken strangers who relate completely. He doesn't analyze, he doesn't research, he feels things. And to him, that is a complete investment thesis.
This man has not blinked since 2019. He lives in Excel. He speaks exclusively in phrases like synthetic CDOs, liquidity crisis, yield curve inversion, and the inevitable collapse of Western monetary infrastructure. He watched The Big Short, and it wasn't entertainment. It was a calling. He has been predicting the market crash for 6 consecutive years. He has been wrong 140 times, but that doesn't discourage him. That confirms it. The manipulation goes deeper than you know. He is short the market, short the economy, short the Federal Reserve, short of friends. But that is a completely separate conversation.
His apartment looks like a FEMA staging area. Water jugs, canned food stacked to the ceiling, printed earnings reports highlighted in 3 colors. He doesn't want to make money. He wants to be right. He wants to stand in the financial ashes of civilization, turn to every single person who doubted him, and whisper, "I told you so." And until that day comes, he waits, he watches. He refreshes the Treasury yield at 3 a.m. every single night.
So what did we learn today? Honestly? Nothing. And that is the most honest thing anyone on Wall Street will ever tell you. Whether you're reading Buffett's letters like sacred text or betting your rent money on a candlestick pattern called the inverted frog, it all leads to the same single truth. Nobody knows what the hell is going on. The PhD doesn't know, the chart guy doesn't know, the algorithm doesn't know, and the guy on TV in the nice suit with the perfect hair and the confident voice especially doesn't know. The market is pure chaos, wrapped in a Bloomberg terminal. So invest wisely. Or don't. Either way, see you at the bottom.
Everything you just heard is satire. But the scary part is, it's all based on real people. Do your own research. Always. And if you made it this far, you already think differently than 90% of people. Follow for more.